Welcome back, guys. I am Rabbit, and this is my playthrough of Odyssey, Legend of Eldean on the Sega Saturn. Where we left off previously, we made our way to the town of Mycent, and there really wasn't too much that went on here that was exciting. We learned that the Duke here is a little bit nuts. His name is Duke Lang, and he has a factory wherein his workers are presently working on some kind of project to build an airship. So yeah, that's essentially all that happened in the last episode. We just talked to people. We did witness a bit of an argument that we believe occurred between the Duke himself and his daughter. She didn't really say anything or introduce herself, but she kind of rushed out with tears streaming down her face. And of course, Grizz, being the sensitive soul that he is, kind of felt sorry for her. And wow, Amen, is that really the only thing that you hit? So lame. But anyway, yes, so now we are just making our way northward to the Graveyard of Ages. I didn't verify, but I believe that is the direction we are supposed to be taking. So this could be interesting if I am going in the wrong direction. But I don't think that we are. And yes, I'm feeling a little bit better, so I apologize that in the last episode, like I coughed a little bit and had to clear my throat, and I may still have to do that, but I did make myself some tea, and I had a throat lozenge in between episodes just to kind of just so that I don't sound too terrible. But honestly, I don't feel bad. I'm feeling relatively good, actually. I am in the process of interviewing for some new jobs. I guess it's really one job, but at 2 different research facilities. I'm just to the point now, guys, like I've talked about this a little bit in other LPs, and perhaps I've mentioned it in this one too, that I don't know, my current work environment is just not really where I want to be, and so yeah, I mean, there's nothing really wrong with where I work, but it's just not really what I want anymore. So I went out on a limb and I just kind of sent my resume to, yay, Pike got a level, but I sent my resume to this research facility, and I was surprised, like within a day, I got an email back and they were like, oh, hey, we would love to interview you, and yeah, so now I'm kind of in that position, which is cool. So I'm not 100% sure what exactly I'm going to be interviewing for. I'm not sure if they want me as a researcher. It is a nutrition research facility, so I believe they have practitioners as well, so maybe I'll be doing that. I don't know. It'll just kind of depend, I guess, on how the interview goes, and I guess to kind of finish the story, because I told you I sent it to one of the facilities, and I guess for whatever reason the director, who's in Denver, got my resume, and she was like, oh wow, we definitely could use someone with a master's degree and like extensive research experience. And yeah, so I guess she forwarded my info to the Greeley office as well, and yeah, it's just really cool. So we'll see how that works out. I'm kind of in a weird position because today I'm talking with the lady in Denver about the Fort Collins facility, and then on Friday I'm actually driving to Greeley to interview in person there. So I'm not sure if that's like kind of weird, because I know, ooh, Dynastream, let's check out what that is. That is really cool, and I'm glad everyone's getting levels. So I don't know like if that's a bit of conflict for me to be talking to one facility, or basically I guess one type of job at 2 different facilities, and that's really cool. So flood attack, we will try that out. I don't know if it's for a group or just one, it doesn't really say here. But yeah, so anyway, I guess the good news is that, you know, if one of the facilities doesn't want to pay me properly or give me the benefits that I know I deserve, I have the other one to kind of bounce off my ideas. So we'll see how it works out. I don't know where this is, guys. I'm hoping we made it to the right place. But yeah, so if you guys could just keep your fingers crossed for me, that would be great, because I really want to get out of maternity and nursing. And yay, we made it to the Graveyard of Ages. This is not what I was expecting. Now I can kind of understand what that girl in the last episode meant when she said it was a great makeout point. I suppose I was expecting it to... Oh. Well, never mind. I was expecting it to be something like this, like more dismal, and I guess not necessarily a cave, but, you know, whatever, that works for me. So yes, anyway, I guess to just finalize my thoughts, please guys send me positive energy. Because even if I don't know, like, I'm not one of those people who really is too picky about work environments. Like, as long as I'm getting paid decently and people aren't total assholes, I'm typically okay. But it's been a bit unfortunate since we moved here to Colorado. It just seems like a lot of companies are not really that willing to pay you exactly what you're worth. And I actually met a couple of people who were working in Greeley, and I have another friend who works in Loveland, and they were even telling me, and one of them has her PhD, and then one has her master's, and the other one is in the process of getting her master's. And, you know, they were all telling me that when they were looking at jobs like in other states, like, even if the cost of living is equal or less, they are getting offered more pay than what we make here in this area. And I just don't understand. Like, it just seems like businesses are really stingy here, or companies / corporations just aren't willing to shell out the money, or they'd rather pay someone with significantly less experience and fewer qualifications. They'd rather hire those people and just pay them less than the person who actually should do the job. So it's really, really insane. And I was fortunate in that I got a job relatively quickly when we moved here, but I know I'm not getting paid nearly as much as even when I was in Arkansas, and the cost of living there is significantly lower than here. So it's just really, really odd, and it's been one of the reasons why I don't care too much for this place. It just seems like companies are very, very greedy. And even the university here, like with my husband's assistantship, just some of their, I guess, terms are really questionable, because when I finished my master's in Arkansas, and I even have a couple of friends in other states that said the same thing, our terms are pretty similar. Like, we signed a contract, and unless you like really fucked up, you know, they're not gonna fuck with you or your pay. But here it's like at any moment they can just terminate you, and they don't make you sign a contract, so it's like you can be replaced after a semester. And that was why my husband ended up switching from the anthropology department to the biology department. So he actually is teaching biology classes, even though his master's degree is going to be in anthropology. Isn't that crazy? It's just a really weird set of circumstances, and I just don't get it, why this town is this way. I guess that's just how it goes, though, you know? Like, you can't really fix everything, and you can't really pick where you are. At least I had no say in where we are, because I came here for my husband and his program. So if I had had my say, I definitely would not have moved here. But really fast, Pike gained a level and learned a new spell called Thundercloud, so that's nice. I bet it's a group attack, and it's offensive, so that is just what he needed. But yeah, so anyway, my god, all these monsters everywhere, all the time. But yeah, so that's the situation for me, but, you know, I'd rather just try to make the best of everything than worry too much about it. And so far, you know, everything's good. I can't complain. Woohoo! Aine and Kia both got levels, and Kia learned a new spell called Time Trap, which slows agility, so that's really cool. But yes, I am excited for my husband, though, because, and I don't know where I'm going, guys. I'm just kind of walking in a direction and talking at the same time, hoping that I'm going where I'm supposed to be going. Woohoo! Ika got a level, but she didn't learn anything. So, oh my god, I really don't know if this is the right way to be going. So, we'll see how long this lasts. So I was wrong. Pike's spell only attacks or focuses one person. Looks like there was a siege here. But Ika's Dynastream attacks multiple enemies, so that's cool at least. Alright, Grizz has gone up yet again, which is pretty awesome. And I don't know for sure, and maybe someone will have to correct me here. It seems as though Grizz's Poison Breath has a chance to instantly kill enemies. So I don't know if that is the case, but that's what I've seen. So I don't know. Well, cool beans for us. Kia actually got a level, and she learned a new spell, but I guess we'll look at it later. Is that an earthquake? No, it's something else. I think it's a magic spell causing the shaking, and I think it's coming from behind this door. Let's hurry. Shit, guys, I don't know how I feel about this. Anyway, let me quickly show you guys what Kia got. Burst Flare. So yeah, I'm hoping it's another group attack, because Flame Petal is not. It's a single target. And the more group attacks we have, the better. So, anyway. And I hope we're not about to get into a fight, because, as always, this is not good timing. And there's that sorceress lady. That guardian was more difficult to defeat than I expected. I'm not losing my edge, am I, Aine, my dear? Or it's probably Aine. It's okay. I have the vessel. It's weird that they would change all the other names and make them more European or North American. And I guess by North America, I mean Canada and the US. But they left that name as clearly being Japanese. So that's interesting. You've given us all the info in your wrinkled old head, Varetta. Great job. And now that we're done with you, I'm going to kill you in a visually appealing manner. Is he really going to kill her? Like, that's why we're here, right? Shouldn't we be stopping him? Seems kind of ridiculous for us to wait. Who are you? Pike, we meet again. Oh, so she remembers us. I mean, she should. You're here for the old woman. I'm impressed you found us. But where's Balin? I don't think he's here. Novia. It's nice to be remembered, dear, but I don't at all like to be yelled at. So let me tell you something. Varetta doesn't know who any of you are. Why not? It's called amnesia. In her case, not to be confused with Alzheimer's. Oh, that's kind of fucked up. What the? The only way to get what I needed from this place was through Varetta. So I used my powers to turn her into a puppet of sorts. You might find it cruel. I found it necessary. Yeah, but where's Balin? And who's the chick with the whip? Oh, Graham, I can't bear to see you like this. Aine said you're done with her, so why don't you let her go? Like, wow. It's kind of a weird thing to occur. If he threw her over there, why would she bounce back here? Anyway, Pike, you're different. You don't have the power I felt in you before. You feel mortal. You feel weak. And that could be because we don't have Cirrus. What happened to you? It's a lot of talk, though. The power she felt before, do you think she's talking about Cirrus? You're a little late, Ika. That's what I just said. Really? Did she fucking whip her whip to get our attention? It's too bad you lost that strength, Pike. You had such promise. Now you're just an annoying little boy. A boy who's trying to interfere with my plans, and I can't have that. Aw, poor Kia. You heard the woman. Everyone has to die. So let's all get in line. So anyone want to beg for mercy before we start? No thanks. Grizz is ready. And oh no. What? I guess they didn't fully kill it. The Guardian, amazing. He's still trying to protect the holy vessel, even in his pathetic condition. Well, this is not good. Grandmother, be strong. We'll save you, I swear it. So are we gonna fight this thing or what? There's no need to swear, child. Profanity is for the weak-minded. Since the Guardian will kindly kill you for me, I'll be leaving. And who swore? I didn't see any swearing. It took us every bit of strength and skill to defeat the Guardian, and I mean every drop. That was amazing, considering that we're certainly stronger than you. Now, I'm just a talkative, psychotic killer, not a gambler, but I'd put the odds of your survival at about 7 kajillion to 1. Toodles. I don't think 7 kajillion is an actual number, you asshole. Anyway, Chris says, I sense the power of an evil spirit. Oh my god, and I think it was just the hand that crawled towards us. So that's kind of creepy. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here because I do not want a fight at the end of Palm of Doom. That is so disturbing. And can you guys see the Guardian in the background? That's pretty disgusting that they fucked this thing up like this. But anyway, when we come back together on the next episode, we will begin fighting this Guardian of, I guess, the Graveyard of Ages, and hopefully be able to save Varetta. So thank you for watching. I'm your host, Rabbit, and this is my playthrough of Odyssey on the Sega Saturn. I'll see you in a bit, guys.